Hey, YouTubers. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here with me today. You love my Diana plate. Isn't she just lovely? Yes, you can see her in and out while I'm talking. Okay, so I wanted to address a couple of things. I wanted to address the whole case with Samantha Markle. I'm not going to do that in this video, but as we all have heard, Samantha did not win her case, but I'm going to talk about some possible next steps for Samantha and to also give you some oversight into how and why we thought this could happen. Because there's a reason. Because no person in their right mind can look at the case that was the information that was submitted by Samantha and her attorneys and think, and just looking at Samantha's life now and what people are doing to her now, you cannot tell me that what Megan did affected Samantha in her life and her whole family's life, and it continues to do so. But there will be justice. Don't get it twisted, folks. There will be justice. Because all it does is it emboldens and empowers the people that see what is happening and what Megan has done to move forward and to just be fierce in the things that we're going to be bringing forward. So, it ain't over. It is not over. Okay, and with that said, I want to talk about this picture with Catherine today. Some things that I don't think people have been touching on, and give a little perspective from my point of view. And also to remind you that I have not done my raffle yet. Dollars with Diana on it, not dollar, pounds. I got to get used to pounds. It's not dollars, it's pounds. And it's not, haven't done that yet. So if you still want to enter that free raffle, the link is right here. Please go and sign in and to submit your claim that you want to be in on the raffle. What can it hurt? It's free. It's free. Okay, so let's get into what we're talking about today, folks. Let's get into it. All right, now we have this big controversy that's happened with Catherine, Princess of Wales, and the photoshopping ordeal, so much so that the news agencies, AP and others, they had to put a kill out on this photo because it was photoshopped. And I want to look at some things that I haven't heard when it comes to this photo and it being photoshopped. At least I haven't heard it on the news agencies. Maybe they did speak about it, but just to kind of give my perspective on it. The image of Princess and her children taken by the Prince of Wales was the first to be issued since her abdominal surgery in January. Now, a good friend of mine, Michelle, my friends Michelle and Jan in England, I love you ladies, they sent me this video that came on the news that talked about how we got to where we are right now with Catherine. If you have not seen it, I highly recommend you watch it because it goes from before she was ill with her abdominal surgery till now. And I think it brings some more insight and perspective on how we got where we are. So I'll leave a link to that in the description below. It's a timeline of key events. Now, looking at this photo that was published by Kensington Palace on this past Sunday, it has gotten a lot of drama behind. It's like, what? You know, oh, you Photoshop this, you Photoshop that. You ain't trustworthy. You're somebody that we can't trust because you took this picture and look, you trying to deceive people. And this is what I don't understand. And they're coming out with these things that are showing minor things like the shoulder and hairline or hair joining of Catherine and Charlotte in the area in the front of Catherine. And they were even saying that the picture of Catherine's face could be from a different publication, like when she was on the Vogue magazine. And, you know, this is what I have to say about that. You know, Harry and Meghan, first of all, have sent out photos on their Instagrams, and they get a lot of press from putting things out into the news from the things that they post on their social media and things that they do through their PR agents. And I think they do that because they know all of their stuff is photoshopped. We remember this photo right here that they had on their Christmas card. It's like, excuse me, but Harry, you can even barely see him, and Meghan is clear and the child is clear, but Harry is not. I mean, he's out of focus. And you can just look at that in other photos that they have put out there that are photoshopped. I mean, we remember this photo that was taken by this fan of Meghan's when she went to this event, this naval event of the men in the Navy. And Meghan had that photo removed like with the quickness. She was like, get it down. Take that photo down. That's not what I look like. It's almost like the only thing she looks like are her photoshopped photos. She don't look like an untouched photo. She doesn't believe that's really her. Her mindset, I believe, is that I'm only existing when my photos are photoshopped. Okay? Who doesn't Photoshop? That's just what you do. That's what people do. People are trying to put out the best of the best image. Now, I am finding some controversy around what has happened because I think Catherine has been thrown under a bus. This is a woman who has been taking all of the heat for what happened. And she was just trying to, calm down, folks. Here's a picture of me. Look, my husband took the picture. Here we are. And then people and the trolls started noticing little things about this photo. And then AP saw that there were some things that were not natural about the photo. And then they killed it. And then when they killed it, oh my goodness, everything just went crazy, buck wild in the world. It's like, the photo's retouched. Kill it. Kill it. We don't want a photo that's been retouched out on there. That's going to affect our reputability. And this is what I say about that. Then you need to go back at all the past photos that have come through the wire from Harry and Meghan, because 100% those photos have been photoshopped, okay? And you are making a big deal over things that are the shoulder. These are not things that are messing with the photo in a way that makes it controversial. Now, let me tell you what would be controversial, folks, okay? If they had a black stepchild and she photoshopped her black stepchild out the photo, now that would be a controversy, okay? That would be one of those things where you'd be like, she photoshopped the kid out the photo and he black. That's racist. That would be something to rave about. And they didn't Photoshop anything really ridiculous with this. I think they did this photo to get people to feel like things are okay. But I believe, and I know some people are not going to like me saying this, and I'm sorry. I'm just going to tell you I'm sorry right now. But I believe that they put this photo out there because they wanted people to see the best of Catherine. And I just don't think Catherine is in a good spot right now. I don't think she's in a good spot. I think they put something out there that they retouched, something more major. And then you got these little hiccups from the major retouching that affected these little mistakes that we can clearly see. I don't want to believe that is the case, but that's the only thing that would make sense. That's the only thing that would make sense is if because you look at the children and how they're sitting and how they are like really coming in on Catherine in a way that makes her less visible physically. So maybe she's lost a lot of weight, or, maybe, she seemed kind of frail. So they just kind of wanted to not really show so much of her and more of the children. I mean, you can't deny this is a photo. She looks beautiful. Her eyes look a little withdrawn. She seems like, she's tired, or she's just, trying to rest up. But that's just reality. That's just what life is. I mean, I think trying to live up to perfection is not realistic. And I think sometimes we have to see ourselves in perfected ways. That's what humanizes us. That's what makes us real. I mean, Lord knows I'm real on my Patreon. Some things y'all see of me. I mean, I'm looking toe up from the flow up. You know? So I let people that are a part of my paywall, because, you know, it ain't for free to look at me all, you know, crazy. You think I'm looking cray today? I mean, yeah, I'm just letting it out today, y'all. But, you know, sometimes, you know, when I'm real with my followers, my subscribers, you know, I'm kind of not looking my best, and that's okay. And I think that's what happened. They wanted to really not show so much that was happening that you could probably see. And they wanted to put out something that was way more perfected than what they're used to putting out there. And then you get these little mistakes that we see from trying to, you know, cover up things and to make things look really contained and not alarming. And I think the reason why there's something here that has been done that we can't see is because they won't put out the untouched photo. And I think that would make things really clear. And I hate to say that, but at the same time, it should be okay to not look your best and understand that you're going through a health crisis and you're not perfect during those moments, and you're not going to try to put out a perfect picture. And why did Catherine have to apologize? Why? Like, and why was she? I mean, look, I don't know, but William took the photo. I think maybe William should have said his apologies. And knowing how good Catherine is, she probably said, look, I'll take the heat. I'll apologize. You know, that's because she's that kind of person. She's quick to recognize her faults. And this is why we forgive her for things, because she is so apologetic. And I think she is somebody who people can look to and forgive. Unlike Harry and Meghan. I mean, look at the stress that they've even put on Catherine. Look at how they've created so much divisiveness in the relationship of the royals, that even with them being gone and what they're doing over in America, not even really showing concern for Catherine, and not really even, I mean, I think there was something said by Harry and Meghan, or there are people that said they would never do something like that. They'd never make a mistake, rather than trying to show support. And this is why I think we're so much more eager to forgive Catherine for something like this than we would ever be for Meghan and Harry, because they are hypocrites, because they know each and every one of their photos is Photoshopped. Come on, let's just keep it real, okay? We know that to be the case. And the idea that this photo was Photoshopped is not alarming to me in the respect of what they're seeing, but it is alarming to me in what we don't see. And I think there was something that they just wanted to not show, but to show us that she is okay. So with that said, that's my take on the photo, because you can't get all these little imperfections without there have been something more major that they did that we can't see that they photoshopped. Otherwise, why would you make a big deal over a sleeve on Charlotte's arm, or the hair that's, you know, hairlines, or the zipper? There's like all these different areas that they're making a big deal out of, but that's not a big deal, you know? You know, like I said, if she photoshopped a black child out the photo, then that's a big deal. But that's clearly not what has happened here. So people need to stop getting their panties all up in a bunch. Stop just being crazy and let this woman go on, because she put out this apology, which I thought was really nice. She says, like many amateur photographers, I do occasionally experiment with editing. I wanted to express my apologies for any confusion the family photograph we shared yesterday caused. I hope everyone celebrating and had a very happy Mother's Day. See. Yes, so they have Mother's Day in England. That was, you know, and she did it for the Mother's Day. So, you know, just stop giving Catherine a hard time. I just really feel for this woman, and just how humble she is. And yet she's getting so much flack over this photo, and it's not fair. It's not fair. But I think really to quell all of that, just put out the original. But they don't want to do that because I think there's more there that they don't want us to see. And that's just what I believe. And I could be wrong, of course, but that's what I'm feeling, what I'm sensing. Don't beat me up over it. I'm sorry if that makes you upset, but that's what I think. And the royal family needs to get better people working for them, because this should not even be an issue. And that's all I'm going to say. I'll see y'all in the next one. Remember, peace and love, peace and love. Bye.